Attention! There are a lot of swear words and vulgar expressions in this video. The purpose of the video, which is both entertaining and educational in nature, is not to promote foul language. Enjoy!
Hi, this is Maribu, your English teacher, and in this video we will talk about animals. If your English level is not so high, you can actually turn on automatic subtitles and watch it with translation.
Якщо ваш рівень володіння англійською недостатньо високий, зверніть увагу на те, що ви можете ввімкнути функцію автоматичних субтитрів або англійською мовою, або іншою мовою, яка є для вас рідною.
And before we start the video, don't forget to do a couple of very important things. Like this video, subscribe to my channel if you still haven't done it, and share this video with everybody you know, like literally everyone, your friends, family, and your dog and cat. Let's go! Cat, kitty, kitty cat, pussy cat, or even pussy. Those are all words that you can use instead of cat. I mean, be careful with pussy because it doesn't only mean cat. I hope you'll know that. You do, right? Because typically when adults say the word pussy, it means vagina, not a cat. And when kids say pussy, they usually mean cat, but who knows those kids nowadays, right?
Oh, lovely pussy, oh, pussy, my love, what a beautiful pussy you are. You are, you are.
Honestly, I'm not a cat person. And it doesn't mean I'm not a cat because, I look like a cat now. Check out my cat ears. But when you say you're not a person, it means you don't like this. So I'm not a cat person, it means I don't really like cats. On the other hand, I am a dog person, which means I like dogs, and it doesn't mean I'm a dog. You can actually use this phrase with pretty much anything. Some people prefer to say, I am not a people person, which means they hate people. So don't forget to write a comment about what kind of person you are. So write it down this way. I'm not a person. I am a person. Please change and to an actual word. Don't write and okay? Okay, back to cats. Let's see what they can do. First of all, they can meow. I have studied this topic and found out that pretty much in almost every language, cats sound the same. They go meow. But another sound they can sometimes make is purr, purr.
Sorry, honey, I don't know it.
I'll teach you. Soft kitty, warm kitty, little ball of fur. Happy kitty, sleepy kitty, purr, purr, purr.
Don't forget to write down what it sounds like in your native language. And the word purr, meaning this kind of sound that cats make when they're happy, can actually become kind of a pun as a part of the word perfect. So if you really like cats, probably you will react to something that you like this way. You will not write perfect like this, you will write it as perfect, as if it was said by a cat. Do you know who a cat lady is? No, not Catwoman, not the superhero or whatever that is. A cat lady is typically a lonely, elderly woman that lives alone in her house with 40 cats. That's called a cat lady. So once again, happy cats purr, but unhappy cats yowl, like wow. Should I really demonstrate that? How good am I at this? Wow. Or you can also say that they cry out loudly. Or they might hiss, like shh. Which is also the sound that a snake makes. And by the way, this phenomenon in language is called onomatopoeia, which means that the word sounds very much like the sound that it represents. So let's practice the sound once again. Cats go shh, or a snake goes pss. Does it sound fine? And listen to the way the actual verb sounds. Hiss. It's like hiss. So when it sounds like the sound that it represents, this is called onomatopoeia. Okay, we're continuing. Question.
Question. What kind of bear is best?
That's a ridiculous question.
False.
What will you get if you bring together an angry cow and an angry sheep? Two animals in a bad mood. Laugh. Weren't you laughing? It's a joke. Should I explain why this is funny? Okay, because the sound that sheep make is ba, and the sound that cows make is moo. And by the way, the verb that we use to describe what the sheep is doing, yeah, so when you hear the sound, you don't say, oh, look at this sheep, it's baying. No, you say, the sheep is bleating. But with the cow, people actually say the cow is mooing. By the way, did you know that when we talk about one sheep, we say one sheep, and when we talk about many sheep, let's say 5, we say 5 sheep. It doesn't change. 1 sheep, 5 sheep. The same thing happens with deer. 1 deer, 5 deer. Let's start with dogs. And for this part, we will need, ta-da, the dog. Okay, now we usually close him in the bathroom because he snores. I really hope you guys hear this terrible sound. Say something. Tyrion, speak. That's what you say to dogs when you want them to bark. Speak, bark. You can say that too. That's what they actually do when they do the sound. Yeah, when they make this sound, they bark. But the way the sound sounds is woof, woof. Tyrion, speak. Woof, 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 woof. No? Okay, now let's check what other commands my dog doesn't know. Sit, down, down, down.
Down. Good.
Down. Yes, like down. Down. Okay. What else can he not do? Down. Where's your toy? Oh. Where's your toy? Toy. Toy. What do you do?
Okay, so once again, if you want the dog to sit, you say sit. He knows that. But partly because he was already sitting when
I asked him. It's like, stand. Sit.
And if you want the dog to lie down, you say down. No, he seriously can do that. He knows how to do that. It's just there's not enough space on the stairs.
Voila. Ta-da.
Stay. Stay. If you don't want the dog to go any further, you say stay. And when you're walking with your dog and you want this dog to stay close to you, not in front of you, not behind you, you say heel. This one doesn't know what it means, trust me.
And then they'll say, heel.
Down. Down. Lie down. Okay, watch me. Down. Lie down. Okay. Place. Place. If you want the dog to go back to their place, you say place.
Hey, Dwayne, where's your place? And there he goes to his place. And he's already starting to lie down, which is
Apparently in his language it means drink and sound like a fucking pig. Okay. Now let's take a short break for a non-commercial ad. We all know that the war brought to Ukraine by Putin's regime is going on, and unfortunately Ukraine needs endless support from the free world. My friends from this fund, Zampotech, travel to the front line constantly and deliver very important military aid and a lot of other things necessary for our defenders. They have a YouTube channel, which is, by the way, in English, which might be very useful for you guys who are interested in learning the language, where they show the devastating results of what is happening in the east of Ukraine, especially, and in other hotspots in the country. There are different ways you can help. You can subscribe to the channel, like their videos so that these videos get recommended to the general public, and of course you can make donations to the fund by clicking the link under one of their videos. And if you feel that nothing depends on you, you're completely wrong, because even something as small as a like or a comment or a subscription to such channel, which I'm recommending here and I'm asking you to please follow, can be a big contribution to the big picture. Together we will bring Ukraine to its inevitable victory and stop this evil. So please subscribe to the channel by following the link in the description. All right, what else do we have? Pigs. And to talk about pigs, we will need a drum roll. A piggy bank. This is called a piggy bank. I mean, this thing that people use to store their precious money, their coins, yeah, because there are some coins inside. Open, close, yeah. But it doesn't really matter what shape this thing is, it's still called a piggy bank. Okay, let's listen to what sound this makes. How do I start it? Huh. What is that? It didn't sound like... That's beautiful. The pig said, oink, oink. That's exactly what it sounds like in a lot of languages, including English. Nice, yeah? How's that close to this? I don't know. Let me guess, in your native language, it's not oink oink. What is it then? Leave a comment about it. Okay, so oink oink is the sound that the pig makes. But when you talk about this sound, you can say that this pig is grunting. Like that. Humans can also grunt, especially when they do something physically difficult or lifting something heavy or when they're just really, really dissatisfied. Like, oh, like this.
Appreciate it. That's why I'm here.
When was the last time you grunted like, oh, like that? I hope it's not something inappropriate. But anyways, leave a comment about it. Sometimes pigs also squeal, which is also onomatopoeia because it sounds very much like wee. Humans can also squeal when they're happy, like ee. Oh, don't forget to insert, I didn't write this in the scenario, but please insert a video with Paris Hilton where she says, and don't forget that you're all beautiful and everybody's a princess. Whee!
I love you all, you're beautiful, and never forget that everyone is a princess.
All right, enough with the pigs. Let's talk about cocks. I mean, roosters. A rooster is a male hen. And actually, when you talk about roosters and hens, you can just use a general word, chicken, which is also a word we use when we talk about meat. Now, I have told you just a moment ago that we will talk about cocks, but not this kind of cocks.
Oh, do you know what I saw recently? Like on those websites where you read a stupid article and they show like how to lose weight in 3 days or something, and it was like this popular ad on how to grow the size of your penis. Do you know what they did? Like on the picture, and it really looked like a real penis, they put a photograph of a finger with some gel on it, and it really looked like a penis. Like, what? And then I looked closer and it was a finger.
You might not know, but there is a synonym of the word rooster, which is a cock, which also means dick. Now here's what Wikipedia says about it. Listen. According to Merriam-Webster, the term rooster originated in the mid or late 18th century as a euphemism to avoid the sexual connotation of the original English. So they basically created an artificial word because the original word for this animal was cock and the original word for dick was cock, and then people started mixing it up and people were like, hey, let's make a new word for this animal, and it started being called rooster. Wow. But what's interesting is the sound that this animal makes in English is cock-a-doodle-doo, and it starts with the word cock. So as much as they were trying to avoid it, there's still cock there. Cock-a-doodle-doo. Does it sound any similar to this in your native language? Leave a comment about it. For example, in French, it sounds very much like in Ukrainian or Russian, which is kukariku, something like that, this, or kikiriki in some other languages, so something like that, but not cock-a-doodle-doo. Cock-a-doodle-doo, the dame has lost her shoe. The master has lost his fiddling stick and doesn't know what to do. Cock-a-doodle-doo, the dame has found her shoe. The master found his fiddling stick and now he knows what to do? How does it end? Okay, this is actually a nursery rhyme for kids, yeah, for small kids. But what I've noticed, a lot of them apparently come from old times, because you have a king there or some servants, because the dame and the master are like the people who own you pretty much. If you're a slave there, yeah, or if you're some peasant working for them really hard, you call them master or dame. This is horrible. Really, it's so imperialistic, or I don't know what to call it. Like it's about slaves. What the fuck? Okay, so cock-a-doodle-doo was totally unexpected, and you were like, what? Cock-a-doodle-doo? Seriously? But now let me ask you a question. Who do you think goes ribbit, ribbit? A rabbit pronouncing his name wrong? No, it's a frog. So apparently in English the frog goes ribbit, ribbit. Well, it does make sense a little bit, but not too much. Okay, in my native language, frogs say quack. But in English, do you know who says quack, quack, quack? Ducks. What the fuck? Quack, quack, quack says the duck. Finish the poem for me.
You're right.
Yeah. Okay, you want to know more? Do you know what birds do? They tweet. That's why we have Twitter. You didn't think that there was no reason why there's a bird in the logo, right? Because it's like, tip, beep, tip, what? No, I can't make that. I can't make the bird sound. How do you make a bird sound? Beep, 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 beep. No, that's a mouse. What? Okay, I'm a failure. I can't copy a bird. Okay, anyways, so this sound, please insert the sound of a bird here so that it seems like I'm making it. Don't leave it like that, just please insert the sound, okay? So okay, this is tweeting, yeah? That's why we have the social network called Twitter. Oh, remember we talked about onomatopoeia? Have you forgotten already? Okay, again, it's a phenomenon in language where you make a word based on a sound, and this word actually sounds like that sound. For example, hiss. You wanna know another one? Do you know what mosquitoes say? Well, they don't really say it, yeah? They just make this sound with their wings, I guess, yeah? They buzz, buzz. The same thing with bees. Bees buzz. Oh, by the way, do you know why chickens are so funny? Because. But if you guys think that these sounds are weird, let's not forget what the fox says. So what does the fox say?
What does the fox say?
And if you want to study English more actively, directly communicating with me, follow the link below to find out the different options of how you can become my student. There are options of personal classes, group speaking clubs, and other ways to be my student. Okay, another example of onomatopoeia. Roar. Okay, let me just separate that. I will make the sound separately from the word. Wow. This is roaring, yeah? So different animals roar. Mostly lions or tigers or any other big cats like that. I guess a bear can roar, or people can roar, like the crowd can roar, like roar. 'Cause I am a champion and you're gonna hear me roar. Louder, louder than a lion. 'Cause I am a champion and you're gonna hear me roar. Guys, I was so excited to make this video and I was so nervous. That's not how I talk typically. I mean, I do sometimes, but no, seriously, it's a new format because I haven't talked about animals before, have I? Not really, yeah? So if you like this kind of stuff, if you want me to tell about either other animals or other topics that you would like to see here on my channel, feel free to reach out to me and tell me what you expect to see here. I hope you liked it, and thanks for being here, and thanks for supporting this video with a like, subscription, and thanks for sharing it with everybody you know. Thanks for watching. Bye. Bzzz. Fucking swine? What did it say? Did it say fucking swine? Schwein is the German for pig, by the way. Okay. That's it.